Welcome to this explainer video on the use of the problem-solving sheet. And we're positioned on that sheet now. So you can see there's three sections. There's the description of the issue, the problem-solving process, cost-benefit analysis, and weighted average method. So the first thing we do is we enter an issue. It's often taken from the most recent project status report, which will show the current issues. So in this case, we're going to say the main actor of the promotional video is ill. Okay, so that is our issue. So we problem solve, or we think of the alternatives, the next step, and so we say, well, we could hire a new actor. That's one. We could, use one of the secondary actors or minor part actors to become the main actor. So basically just shift one of the other actors and then have one of the project team members play the minor role. Okay, assuming this is feasible, like maybe Eli or Maddie or Chris would be that secondary role, would take over. That's an option. And the third is, and it's often the case, is to do nothing. Not always an option, but it often is just to say, hey, well, maybe the actor, let's assume the main actor will just be ill for a couple of days and it's not a problem. We can work around it. Okay, now for each alternative, we rank the cost and the benefit. Okay, it's 1 to 5 for each, and you can see the scale. 1 is very poor, so a cost of 1 would be a high cost. A cost of 5 would be a low cost. A benefit of 1 would be a very low benefit. A benefit of 5 would be a very high benefit. Okay, so that's the way you need to look at it. So we rank each one. So now and remember, cost is not just financial. It's also, cost can be risk and taking on, something that might not work, so, oftentimes things can be, very low cost, but very high risk, right? So we have to balance those two within this. So within hire a new actor, we're going to say to ourselves, well, there will be some costs involved. We might have to pay out the old actor who's sick. You maybe have to give some kind of a severance. We might have to pay more for the new actor. So we're going to make that one moderate. Okay. But the benefit will be, I think high. We will have a new actor. We'll have, we'll have something where presumably will be as good an actor as the other one. So that results in an average of 4. Notice whatever is green is the highest alternative right now. Now in this one, we need to enter the things that I just said verbally. You need to document here. So the cost is moderate because there may be some costs to switch actors. The benefit is high because it is expected that we will find a suitable actor. Okay, so that justifies the 3 and the 5. Okay, now the next one, use one of the minor part actors to become the main actor. Have one of the project team members play the minor role. So on this one, we may say, well, that one we're a little worried about. The financial costs are not high of this, but it could be, will the minor actor that shifted into the main role be able to do it? Will our project team members that have no acting experience, will they be able to do the job? So that one has a, it's kind of a cost isn't as good. Like we have a lower number there. And the benefit, again, these are not necessarily, the quality might not be as high, might not be as good a output. Now, again, you will enter the rationale here. Enter the rationale for the 2 and 3 here. So explain why that is. Now, again, do nothing is Okay, what's the cost of doing nothing? Well, that, again, we will have no financial, outlay, but, we're taking on we might be late because of this. So I'm going to say it's got, this has got a poor cost, but high potential benefit. Okay. So it comes out to a 3.5. Again, we would enter the rationale here. Okay. So based on this, it looks like alternative one, based on what we entered. So that's good. That's interesting. Now we go on to the weighted average mode. It's just a different way to do it. You normally wouldn't do both. You'd do one or the other. Uh, but using the weighted average, we first have to indicate the relative importance of the cost, the time, and the effectiveness. It just is a little more detailed. So we might say, okay, cost is probably maybe our lowest priority is the cost. The timeliness is very important. This has to be on time, and whatever's remaining, we have to add up to 100%. This results in effectiveness, the quality output being 30%. More important than cost, less importance than the timeliness. That works out to 100%. Again, this is whatever is relevant for your project. And then we go through this same process. We select, what about the cost aspect? What is there? What about the timeliness? Will this guarantee that we're going to be, on time? Maybe this is a 5. And maybe the effectiveness, well, this is a 4. You know, using the same rationale, the same scoring criteria that we did before. Again, you will enter, why did you enter those? So you will enter the rationale for the entering the 3, 5, 4 for hire a new actor. You do the same thing for alternative 2, for alternative 3. It will highlight which is the highest, which is the best combination of these and indicate the kind of the winning alternative. Okay, so that is the problem-solving process using the 2 approaches. Thanks for watching this explainer video.